good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Can be any time of the day. It's a truly global world. And welcome back. I hope everybody is doing well. So yeah, welcome to United 3784 today from Washington, Dulles to Buffalo. It's a short flight. It's about 300 nautical miles, so 45 minutes flying time. Cruising up to 23,000 feet and then back down. So it's not a long flight today. I tried to see if I could post a screenshot on Volanta, but even Volanta is not taking the screenshot for some reason. Don't know why. Because for once during the flight I can, as you can see here, the add screenshot is enabled, and if I put like add screenshot, then it's kind of frozen. Ah no, here we are. I needed to take it. Okay, so add screenshot. Hey, that's it. It's working. And I've got a screenshot here. Ah, happy days. Well, at least that's one success today. If anything else, woo! If nothing else today, it's one piece of success. If I can't stream anymore, I can post like 3 screenshots on Volanta. You can follow my adventures and disillusions on Volanta. No thanks. Oh god, cool. Anyway, rising sun in Washington. The day is not very far from breaking, so we should be landing in Buffalo with daylight, which should be good. Success. Took me a while to work that one out. Nice. Happy days. A great success. I like. Very nice. Very nice. That is Natalia. She's my sister. Right. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's jump in. We've got the sound. Cool. And we'll call FS to crew. FS to crew is here. Yes, it's here. Happy days. We'll do the PF events.
Hi, Captain. How are you today?
I'm great. Nothing greater than great. Well, not too bad, I'll say. Yeah, I posted on the Volanta Discord server to see if you know, I could find a solution, because there's no manual, there's no explanations on Volanta's website as far as I can see. So I thought maybe on Discord somebody will be able to shed some light. I think it's mainly due to 2 things. First of all, like which was maybe a little bit my fault, is to save the screenshot in the folder that you point to in Volanta, and secondly, save the screenshot in 1080p, because now that I've got this 1440p monitor, the screenshots save initially in that format, and therefore if 1080p is required for the screenshot, then obviously maybe it doesn't, there's a compatibility problem. So so I think with these 2 things kind of sorted out, it seems to be working. And then I thought that the thing was actually, you know, frozen, and it just needed a bit of work. Anyway, so she's off for the walk around, is she, or not? No, she's not. Let's send her for the walk around.
I'm out for the walk around.
Have a good time, hen. And while she's off for the walk around, enjoying this beautiful morning in Washington, Dulles, 17 degrees Celsius. It's a lovely day out there. And I think Buffalo is good as well, so No issues, I think, expected. We'll set up the aircraft, so the Adiru is gonna come on. The emergency lights we can arm. And finally check the status page down here. TCAS, which is expected. And the hydraulic quantities are good, just under 1, so that's fine. The pressure, obviously, at the moment is very low, 50 psi instead of the running 3000, but that's obviously because the system is not running. And finally, the crew pressure for the oxygen is at 1850, which is more than good, more than enough. So that's fine, and we'll jump in the FMC and do the FMC preparation. So yeah, once again, I hope you are all doing well today. Today is what is it today? It's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday today. So Tuesday fun day, so to speak. And yeah, middle of the week almost. Tomorrow is the autumn equinox. Equinox indeed. So I was actually talking to a friend about that, and we were like trying to work out. Said, like, when is autumn? Is it like today, 21st of September, or is it tomorrow? And then I kind of Googled, because like always, Google is your friend. If you don't know something, phone a friend or Google. And it was like saying, oh no, well, the equinox is actually like tomorrow, the 22nd of September. And then it was like saying that autumn is actually nowadays defined in 3 different categories. There's astronomical autumn. Don't ask me what that is, like to do astronomy with the stars or whatever else. But, there's weather or meteorological autumn, which apparently starts on the 1st of October, on the 1st of September, I mean, which to me kind of sounds weird because I've always learned that autumn was like 21st, 22nd of September. And the third one, what was the third one? Astronomical, the weather. Yeah, something to do with same thing, the equinox periods, you know. So basically 22nd or 21st of September, and then same for the winter, like on the 21st, 22nd of December, and so on and so forth. So you learn every day, huh? I mean, yeah. Anyway, that's just a little interlude. So we've got the 777-300ER and not the quadruple 7 as I posted initially on the schedule earlier on today. Like it's a new aircraft type, the PMDG 7777. Finger trouble typing. Ah, it's not 30 degrees all night. Yeah. Yeah, with these temperatures, you need good working AC, yeah? God. Otherwise, you'll be like toasty all night. We are in Dulles, so that's the reference airport. And then for the GPS position, we'll take the GPS position and set the initial position in D. The route request will take from IAD. Gonna give me 3 routes that have been saved before. We're not going to Montreal. We're not going to Boston. Today we're going to Buffalo. Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Wings. Oh yeah, you need good AC indeed. Yeah. Request is sent, so we'll wait until the uplink comes back. And here it is. It's very quick here in the simulator. The aircraft, they can take a little bit longer, but yeah, it's fair enough. They don't want you to hang around, you know, waiting for the uplink for like 2 or 3 minutes. So we'll load the uplink, cancel the message. Flight number is the UAL 3784. Which is a kind of real flight. It's not so much of a United flight. It's, I think, Air Wisconsin or Mesa. One of the United Airlines subsidiary. And you can well imagine, of course, that it's not flown on a 777, but it's flown on a CRJ or something similar. So yeah, a kind of commuter aircraft. Not so much a 777, but today will be exotic and fly it in a 777 300ER, just for the fun of it. And Itchy, how are you doing? Where am I from? I think my accent betrays me, but I'm from France. That's where I'm from. We've got the route there, Jerez, Juliet 220 to SFK, and then direct to Buffalo VWAR. There's actually no stars in Buffalo, so we'll kind of make a little special arrival just for this flight, just for ourselves, so we can activate that and execute. Cool. And then for the Perfinet, we'll reject the uplink. The reserve from the flight plan today. Oh, I actually forgot to post on. Where is it? Score. KIAD Buffalo. Here we are. Buffalo way. So the alternate today is Cleveland, and the FMC reserve is 8.6. So 8.6 will be the fuel quantity to go from go around in Buffalo to Cleveland, and then have another 30 minutes worth of fuel, roughly. So that's what the reserves is here. We're gonna climb to fly level 230. Ah, toi aussi? Ah, ben c'est bien tout ça. Cost index, we're gonna actually bit nice and low. It's only 45-minute flying time. Anyway, I think even if you fly a little bit faster, you'll gain maybe 1 minute on the flight time. It's not really a big difference. And on the takeoff ref page 2, we'll change these numbers. I will make the engine out acceleration at 1000, the normal acceleration at 3000, and the thrust reduction will make it 1500. So all these are like well, heights above the ground, so it doesn't always match.
Dangerous.
Hey, Itchy, I'll call you Itchy.
You can be my wingman anytime.
Merci pour le follow. Merci beaucoup.
Bullshit. You can be mine.
So that's the takeoff ref page 2 done. Then we go on the departures. Departures today from Washington, Dulles. The wind, I think, is pretty much calm. Yeah, pretty much. So we'll go from runway 30, which tends to be a kind of departure runway very often. And we'll take the Jerez 2 departure, like this. Come back to route page number 1, check the runway is now showing, and then we've got the departure with no discontinuities, so you can execute that. Alright, and the departure, let's have a look if I can find the chart. IAD, ¿dónde está? ¿Dónde está IAD? I can't find it anymore. Ah, cool, here. So, departures. Is it? Oh, that's very easy. Very, very easy. Here it is. Runway 30, heading 301 to 800 feet. Then right turn heading 320. And then we pick up this kind of transition at some point. Idore to Jerez. So, in the FMC we've got the initial heading 301, then 320. and then Dory and Redis. So fairly straightforward. Nice. Cool. No major issues with this one. I wish they were all like that. We'll go to the route data, load the winds. Yeah, we've got a sample of winds, low-level winds, because the aircraft knows we're not going to climb very far.
Captain.
And Banana Player, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
Shut your face, Henri. Smooth, Captain. Very smooth.
We hope to see you from time to time. And we'll load the decent forecast as well. Go. Nav radio page is we can leave it blank today.
I'm back from the walk around. Everything.
Hey,
looks
she's
good.
back. Very nice, Natalia. So progress page 262 for a flight plan distance of about 280, so that makes sense. Route page will do a route copy onto route 2 and then back to route 1. And yeah. In the FMC comp page, any outstanding uplinks would show here, and that's not the case, so that's good. We picked up everything, and yeah, everything is good. Excellent. Woohoo! We are in business. So far, so good. The day is rising slowly. Yeah. It's actually a good time in the simulator. It gives you like nice colors. You still have the lights. It's good. I like it. Cool. Right. The B function for altimeter setting of 3027. The B function and change on the FS panel to inches of mercury. 3027. We'll switch on the flight director. We'll set the runway track 301. And since there's no ATC at this early time in the morning, it's 6:43 a.m. on the eastern side of the US, so 6:43 Eastern time. So it's a little bit early, I guess. Unless somebody is keen to command control. We'll check the oxygen down here. All those buttons stay in the default position. And we'll change this one to inches of mercury as well. And then the middle here, the parking brake is set. And yeah, all the levers and switches are in the good position. Kind of default position anyway. And yeah, departing just as the sun comes up. Indeed, that's the plan. That's the plan today. And we've got 16.4 tons of fuel, which is more than enough, I guess. Never say never, but famous last words. Cool, so we'll sort it out here. Let's see if we can expedite the timeline.
Hi guys, can we start boarding now?
Yes.
Thanks.
Good morning. And yeah, we'll make her do the pre-flight flow. And while she does that in the background, we'll do the departure brief with the briefing tab here in FS2 Crew. So we're gonna go from gate. We're gonna use the transponder. We'll reduce the thrust. Takeoff setting is flaps 15. We're gonna keep the packs on. That's normal stuff, really. Anti-ice and ADP is not really required. Thrust reduction will make 1500. And we'll accelerate at 3000. We'll follow the SID. And finally, all the concerns. That's it. And then as soon as she's done with the pre-flight flow, then we can do the pre-flight checklist. So I can sit on my laurels and let FS2 Crew do the checklist. Right, so far so good. I think she's almost done with the Starway. Bonjour, ça va? She's ready for the checklist, so let's do the checklist. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Flight instruments.
Heading 191, altimeter 3027.
Heading 191. Altimeter 3027. Pre-flight checklist complete.
Okie dokie. Excellent. While I remember, let me close those doors to get rid of catering. Catering is still attached. We've not done the boarding. Yeah, maybe today I won't do the boarding. It's okay. Or maybe just do it very. And I thought it was going to crash. Yeah, let's do a quick boarding. Just make some noise in the background. Request boarding. We're not gonna board 600 passengers up here. I'll delete that. We'll board maybe 40. That's it. Cool. I'll also start the APU. And yeah, we can actually do the performance now, I think. So zero fuel weight is 236.2. We got 16.4 tons of fuel, which gives us a gross weight of 250.6. So that's good. Assumed temperature was 67. So we'll enter here in the cell, well, dashes 67 degrees. And then the numbers have been checked already. Flaps for departure is 15. CG, it's gonna be from PMDG, by double clicking, it's gonna give us 30%. And trim reference of 5.25 units. And the speed should be way higher. 150. God, big difference. 152 and 155. Oh, big difference again. We've got 18,000. That's good. Excellent. So we'll set the V2 155. LNAV and VNAV, the track for the runway and all the way. Oh yeah, it's never ending. Spudge coffer. It's never ending. It's very busy indeed. Oh, here's the boarding in the background. Cool. So I'll disconnect the primary external power there and press the button. And from the on it becomes available. So that means it's connected to the aircraft, but it's not feeding the electrical system of the aircraft. That's good. Excellent. Let's call the ground guy a ground flight deck. Ground flight deck.
Go ahead.
Can you disconnect the ground equipment? Please disconnect the ground equipment.
Roger.
That's the phrase. Sponge, it's international. It's everywhere. Everywhere. It's a truly global network. Everywhere. You find it, you name it, that's where we fly. Right. Good. And good down here. Not bad. Beautiful morning. Just a few clouds around. Very nice. Well, actually, it's a matter of waiting for the boarding. Oh yeah, dream. There is. Actually, feels like there's no more pandemic. You know, it feels like the pandemic is over. In the US, for example, it never really went down, at least domestic, on the domestic level. Domestically, there was still a lot of flights, regardless of the pandemic situation. Internationally, of course, it was a little bit affected, but domestically, and elsewhere, if you look again, transatlantic, during the pandemic, well, in the early days of the pandemic, there was like one North Atlantic track published every day. And now, so there's quite a few published again, so it kind of shows you there's a lot of traffic going on. This summer in Europe, it was like flying like non-stop. No, it's definitely picked up. Definitely picked up. There's a lot of flying going on. Hey, Manjere 69. Yeah, it's gonna be a good flight as well. Short but good. Short but good flight indeed. Yeah, of course, Dream. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's very busy. And at the moment, as I said, it feels like it's there's no more pandemic. It's over. You just have to press on regardless. Even in a place like Australia now, they're happy to just let it rip through society.
You
So
remember one thing. You
hey,
screw up this
Stewie,
much.
thank you very much for
You'll be
the
flying a
follow.
cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of Hong
Hope
Kong.
to see you
sir.
around from time to time. Alt. Shouldn't be too long now for the boarding, I guess. Yeah. Closing the cargo doors. Just a couple of passengers to get on. We should be good to go. Let's accelerate tiny bit the timeline of FS2 crew. Then we're good to go. Normally it's quite quick with FS2 crew. I thought I had that first class view, but I don't have it. I've changed that view by mistake. Normally that shortcut goes for a nose view. See the passengers go through the bridge there. GSX. Ah, there was one. It's like shadow. Come on. We have a slot in 10 minutes. You need to get on the aircraft and sit down, get ready. Otherwise, we'll be delayed for 3 hours. There you go. That's been said. Fortunately, I didn't put the 600 then because we'll be here in 2 hours time, like sitting around boarding. Yeah. Yeah, Burrs, it's a good aircraft indeed. Let me reset that view actually. Roughly. How's chase plane? Save. Go. This one is the 300 ER today. That's the 300 ER. Which is the one I kind of prefer over the 200 LR, the 200 ER, the 300 or the freighter. I think this is the nicest one in terms of flying, and the way it kind of handles and stuff. I think it's the best one. Yeah, just waiting for the boarding to finish. Shouldn't be too long. Hopefully. But the cargo is done already, so it's nothing at the back there on the right side. Just waiting for the passengers to get. Oh, no more boarding, stop. It's very frustrating when sometimes you got like people rocking up to the gate. The gate is, depending on the airlines, you know the drill. The gate is supposed to close, let's say, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes before departure or whenever, you know, they decide it's time to close the gate. And then sometimes you got people like rocking up at the gate like with 2 minutes to go. But the only thing is that because there's like luggage checked in, and sometimes it's quite difficult to actually find the suitcases. If the people don't show up, then they have to remove the suitcases. So sometimes it's a matter of like trying to wait and see which is the better thing to do. Either wait for the passenger to rock up at the gate and obviously take them on, otherwise like you know, directly offload them, and obviously then having to find the luggage. Sometimes it's quite difficult to find the luggage, so they would rather wait for the passenger to come on rather than, you know, going for the luggage and, you know, having a nose through all the containers and all that stuff. So, hey, Roger Digger, oh, we'll wait for you, it's okay. Oh no, the door is closed, sorry. Sorry, my friend, you're staying behind. You're staying behind today. You're making 400 people wait. It's like at in Amsterdam at the airport. I'm not sure if it's still the same, but like a few years back, I remember they were like on the PA system. They were saying like with it was like an automated voice, I believe, but I was saying something like, "Oh, Mr. Smith, on flight KLM 924 to Paris. You are delaying this flight. We will proceed to offload your luggage." And then sometimes you could see people like run to the gate. You know, it's like so funny. You are delaying this flight. We will proceed to offload your luggage. God. Right, so everybody's on. I think the doors are... Ah, yeah, there's no status of the doors on United. It's a pain in the backside, this, actually. So, yeah. And we will arm those doors. Yeah, they seem to be closed. So arm the doors. But yeah, it doesn't tell you as well about the doors. That's the United configuration in PMDG. I'm not sure if that's the actual configuration they have in the aircraft, but I do feel that it kind of removes some quite useful information in the aircraft. I'll see if that's something that can be changed in the options. Yeah, it happens. It happens very often, you know, that people like board at the last minute. And sometimes you see them, you know, they're totally unfazed. It's not as if you see them like running through the, you know, the bridge or to the aircraft, like running or, you know, walking fast, and you see like, you know, being stressed or something. No, you know, they just have like shopping bag and they just walk like, you know, as if like, hey, you're actually, we're supposed to be departing already, but oh, you know, they walk in the bridge there, you know, relax. If they could have a cigarette, you know, they would have a cigarette, or like they're like gin and tonic. They just like walk in, you know. Yeah, fairly easy, huh? Yeah. Yeah, the flight is late already, but no, it's okay. Just yeah, yeah, the TSA, the famous TSA. They are not too bad. It depends. As crew, like as a crew member, they've never really made like my life like, you know, for, you know, difficult. But as a passenger, I can see, because sometimes they're like long queues and they're like a little bit like picky on. But as a crew member, it's as far as my personal experience, it's never been too bad. Touch wood.
But you remember one thing.
Hey, Foggy
You
Canadian.
screw up just this much.
Good morning.
You'll be
Welcome
flying a
to
cargo
the
plane
channel.
full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, we are good to go now. Yeah, so let's oh, I didn't get the call for... Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's do the Before start procedure then. Before start procedure.
Are we clear to pressurize?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't ask the guy on the ground. Yeah, same thing for the trains. Ooh, yeah, 45 minutes of connection time. Very tight. I think, depending on how the airline works, of course, but if you have to do a stopover in
I am ready for the checklist.
in an airport somewhere with the connection to go beyond, I think it's good to have at least an hour and a half or 2 hours at least, you know. And obviously be more mindful, for example, in the winter, or like in Europe, for example, or in the US, of the weather, possible delays because of like fog, you know, early in the morning, or like snow and all these things, because then the delays can can creep up quite quickly, you know. So no, I didn't see that stairway. The United NFL flight 73 on the 737-900. No, no, no. What happened with this one? The trim is 5.25. Yeah. Come down here and set 5.25. Yeah. What are the guys? Because you look suspicious. You say, this guy, he's not quite clear. You know, we're gonna do a full search. Fantastic. Very often, actually, I don't know if there's a phrase in English. In French, we'd say like the clothing doesn't make the monkey, doesn't make the monk, or something like that. But yeah, appearances are like the deceiving. You know, you can look whatever you want to look, and you can look like an angel and actually be like a thug, and you can look like what some people we consider a little bit like dodgy, and be absolutely fine. So appearances are like deceiving, you know. Before start procedure. No, it's done already. Before start checklist. Oh. Before start checklist. Good.
Before start checklist. MCP.
Set and checked.
Takeoff speeds.
Set and checked.
CDU preflight.
Completed.
Completed. Trim.
It's not clicking. Set and checked.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Before start checklist complete.
It's not clicking for some reason. Yeah, he's hiding something in his hair. Oh! The aircraft finished on his tail. Wow, after they unloaded the forward hold. Wow, so there must have been a lot of weight at the back, and removing the weight at the front, then the aircraft went beep. Oh no, I'll have to look for that. I was not aware of it. God, that's not good. Right, before I continue, let me unmute a VPilot. Dallas traffic, United 3784, pushing back from Charlie 1. Just in case. Earlier on there was like 2 or 3 guys actually in at the airport here. Right, so the bridge is removed and everything is cleared. I think at the moment it's quiet. Don't see anybody around. Oh. Cool. Today is good because I did manage to post the first screenshot ever in the correct location. Oh yeah, that's good, Starway. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. They actually tipped the aircraft over. Are we ready, Freddy? That's it. It's getting into position. Nose is gonna go to the right.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Which is at the moment looking left, actually.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brake released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Yeah, the shoes as well. They know you're a resourceful person, so... Start sequence is 2 then 1.
Check.
Start the right engine.
Starting right.
Very good. So, start switch to start, and the fuel control switch to
Oil
run.
pressure. Cool, so that's number 2 started. Start the left engine. Starting left.
No, I didn't know about FS2 crew for the
pressure.
32NX. No, I didn't know that. I'm sure a lot of the stuff that was used in P3D and before FSX, of course,
Set parking brakes.
will be transferred to MSFS because the developers will want to keep, you know, getting a bit of money in, basically. So yeah. Enable VNAV. Sorry, VNAV is not available today. You'll have to renew your subscription to VNAV. Starway, how do you choose first 1 or 2 is a good question. Some people will say it's the engine like on the opposite side of the push. Others will say you have to start the one on the side of the push. Today, because the nose went to the right, I started the right one first and then the left, so number 2 then number 1, and vice versa if the push was on the other side. Some people do it the other way around. There's no right or wrong, I think, but yeah, that's what I like to do. So cool. I think we've got 2 good engine starts, so we can confirm that with GSX. Disconnect everything. He looks a little bit sleepy, he's like. What is he doing there?
Bypass pin removed.
X3, we don't fly GLS approaches, so that solves the problem. But yeah, if for example you were planning to do an ILS approach, and then once you get towards the ILS, there's no signal for some reason, you know, the transmitters may have broken down or whatever, then yeah, you would probably not like so much go around. It depends when it happens, but if it happens before the approach and you're about to intercept and you see nothing happens, then you will just yeah, go around but kind of level off if you've not actually started the approach. level off and plan maybe for an alternative approach, like maybe if there's a RNAV or a VOR or something. Yeah. Above all, if the weather is not suitable, you know, because you can't really go down on the approach through the cloud and stuff if you don't have the proper equipment in place, you know. So cool. Flaps 15.
Flaps 15.
So gonna give us, yeah, the flight control page, synoptic. Check the flight controls, up, down, left, right. Where's the guy? Oh, he's already gone. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's totally gone. So we'll check the rudders, center, full left, center, full right, center. Happy days. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Anti-ice. Auto. Recall. Checked. Flight controls.
Check.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Dallas traffic United 3784 taxiing to holding point runway 30. Right, let's go. Oh, Ralba, you're gonna fly on the 32NX. Oh, nice. I read somewhere that it was available before in MSFS and you could download it directly, but now there's been like an issue after all those updates, so you need to download it directly from like either like the developer's website or something like that. Right, so we'll come down here. Dun, 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 dun. It's gonna go very quickly, huh? Today, 23,000. You can microflight. You can always go around song. Oh man. Of course, you can always go around. Go around, go around. Go around! Wind shear ahead! Wind shear ahead! That's not a nice thing to hear, actually. When the aircraft like screams at you, go around! Wind shear ahead! Oh, they won't develop further for Xbox, so maybe just for PC then? Yeah, maybe just for PC. Ah, that's what I was waiting for. Cabin is ready. We'll display the weather radar on the navigation display here, and we can do the before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist complete.
Checklist complete. Before coffee checklist complete. Oh, they don't have the manpower, yeah. Well. It's the story of this world, huh? Not enough people to do the work. Right, so we'll take the first left here on Zulu. Zulu. And then down towards runway 30. Runway 30 is to the south, kind of sitting across. Before coffee, checklist complete. Right, so this one here to the left. And after Zulu, oh mind you, it's taking quite some time actually. Down Zulu. Checkity check. After Zulu, we go down. Where do we go? Zulu, then left on Yankee 11, but that's much further down. Before coffee, checklist complete. Oh, so the latest is the 0.63, yeah? Yeah, we've got champagne on board, although it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, 7 o'clock in the morning now, 20 past 7. So, yeah, if you like champagne in the morning, it's nice. I like. We'll get all the goodies on board today. It's 45-minute flight, so you have to eat and drink very quickly. Right. Okay, this one is up to date. So that's Yankee 11 to the left here. We come back on the speed a little bit before turning. Otherwise we're like, whoa, in the cabin. In the morning, please excuse my terrible accent. I can see that I'm gonna crucify that one. Sekt Frühstück. Is that correct? Sekt Frühstück. Please excuse me. Did I swear? Second breakfast, yeah. Right, Yankee 11, and then here's the holding point. Excellent. Okay. Runway entry procedure.
Check.
Checkity check. So the approach is clear. I don't see anybody around on Volanta. Dallas traffic United 3784 rolling runway 30.
Approaching 30.
Checkity check. Clear. It's kind of daylight, but we still have a little bit the airport lights on, which is nice. It's a nice combination where you still have the lights, but also you've got like daylight and the sim, so it's not too dark. Let's go! Let's go! To Buffalo. Let's go. Oh. Wrong button. Takeoff.
Check.
Thrust ref.
Check. Thrust set. 80 knots.
Hold.
Check.
V1.
Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
$400 feet.
Press ref.
Check.
VNAV speed.
Check.
Autopilot.
Climb. Check.
Climb, climb, climb. Oh, actually a tailwind here. God. Right, so on the heading, and we go directly to Idore then. So we'll put Idore on top and execute. And we are L navigating. Sorry, LNav is not available. You have to renew your subscription to LNav. That's a good one. On takeoff. Yeah. Flaps 5.
Speed check. Flaps 5.
Bumpy cloud. Doesn't want to accelerate. Jesus, it's slow to accelerate. Come on, my friend. Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1.
Oh wow. Very slow to accelerate down today. Flaps up.
Speed check. Flaps up.
Much more stable now. After takeoff, checklist.
After takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist complete.
Checkity check. Let's see if there will be a nice screenshot opportunity. Maybe with the sun somewhere. This is actually quite cool. Screenshot, smile. Microflight. That's good. We didn't do a single engine takeoff. That's good. Today it's about 255 tons. The zero fuel weight is actually almost to the max. So and then 16 tons. So it's about 252 to be accurate. Everybody said Toga! Yeah. 10,000 feet. We'll keep the passengers strapped in because we're still in cloud. And I should have P784 number 2 for today. Let's go on Volanta Bolanta. Up here. And add another screenshot. Ah, I'm getting the hang of it. Here's another screenshot. Very nice. See, if I cannot stream anymore, at least I'll post 3 screenshots a day on Volanta. Very nice. If all else fails, then we'll still have that. Yeah, I hope so. I hope it will eventually work in MSFS, MSCP004. We'll see. I think it's a matter of time anyway. I think it's just it will come up in the next, I don't know, few months. No, it's not 2D panel. Well, I believe it's 3D. You can kind of move around, also like in the in the flight deck and stuff. So no, it's not 2D. I think it's 3D. Turn off the light here. Yeah, you can move around. The main view kind of looks 2D like this because, I don't know, just because of the perspective a little bit. You don't get like the feeling of depth in the vision. Because in the aircraft here, the screens are a little bit in the background compared to the FS panel here, to the MCP there. This is a little bit far back, if you see what I mean. The panel is here, and the screens are a little bit further in. So. Right, so we're approaching the transition. We'll set the altimeters to standard and climbing to flight level 230. It's gonna go very, very quick. Yeah, it's true, Blind House. It's just the perspective, on the computer. It looks a little bit kind of flat, but for example, there are kind of shears with the seat. I mean, you could try to give it like some sort of a view like that. Go back down. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I like it like this. It's just personal taste. Yeah, it's the 4-fold-7. Yeah, indeed. Little typing error, which later on I looked at it. Why did I put four 7s? So I must be a new type. It's definitely a new type. Cool. Oh, there's one controller in the area. I'm not sure where. Oh, and what is this called? Allentown. Wow. Uh-oh, the weather is arriving up there. Check this out. Oops. Where did I move now?
1,000 feet to level off.
I wanted to move. Yeah. Better get there quickly before the weather moves in. God. This was not on the forecast. 1000 to level off. Checkly check. Cool. Anyway, we'll see what the weather is doing. Right. Level 230, that's it. Let's have a little look outside again. Yeah, we need the 767 when you can fly a 7777 indeed. Yeah. Yeah, Blind Ice, definitely the 300ER. Definitely that one. I think it's a nice aircraft. It handles well. It's stable and everything. No, it's nice. It's definitely the nicest of them all, I think. It's quite cloudy this morning. Yeah, flight level 230, I guess, on this flight is enough because it's only about 280 miles, so there's no need to climb too high. Otherwise, all you're gonna do is go up and down. Nice. By now, you must tell that I like these outside views. The 300 is only two versions, really. It's just the normal, well, the simple, like 300, and then you've got the 300 ER extended range. So yeah, I guess two versions of it. However, we're not very far. So I am gonna have to look already at the arrival, because otherwise it's gonna come up very quickly. So KBUF, where's KBUF? So there's no arrival, as I said, and weather-wise, KBUF. 190 at 12, scatter on 3,400 feet, broken at 200, flight level 200, 21 degrees, 3016. Okay, so we'll go runway 23 then. Buffalo next to Niagara Falls, huh? It's not very far from Niagara Falls. Rotterdam, that's a good question. I think there'll be a little bit of theory to kind of put us up to speed with the differences in the system. There might be like a few differences, and then I think there will be also a bit of simulator training as well. I think they'll have to kind of put us into the simulator just to get used to the differences, you know.
Enjoy the rest of your flight.
No Malicious, thank you for the follow.
Anyone on board who knows how to fly a plane?
Welcome to United 3784. Today we are seeing a little bit big, because normally it's on a CRJ or one of those regional aircraft. Today we're taking a bit of a big aircraft, but hey, we like to do that. Yeah, because I think the 777X will look a little bit like the 787 in terms of the screens and the you know, the displays, a little bit the flight deck layout. So just to get used to those differences, I think it's kind of compulsory they put us into the simulator, you know, just so that we get used to it. I don't know if we'll be able to fly the two variants together. If we can fly, for example, the 300ER and then the new 777X together. I'm not sure if that's gonna be possible, but it's not for tomorrow anyway, because looking at you know, the development of the aircraft and the certification by Boeing, it looks like it's gonna take a good couple of years, so it's not for tomorrow. Yeah. Ah, okay, yeah, I see what you mean, X3, with those numbers. I've always been kind of puzzled by these numbers, actually. I think the 346, the 777-346, I think is the 300ER. But I've always been puzzled by these, because for me it's easier to say like 300ER or like the actual shortened name or the code for the aircraft is like the B77 whiskey, you know. It's easier like this than to give those manufacturer codes or whatever they are. Yeah, I would probably do the switch. Yeah. If I was given the choice and the opportunity, I would move on from the 300ER. Yeah, definitely. Just to see what it's like. So we'll check the recall, check the checklist. There are no notes. We said runway 23 in Buffalo, so we'll go to index, departure arrival, Buffalo arrivals, ILS 23, and just execute that. And then we'll go on the FS panel here, move the knob to PLN mode like this, and see what at the moment we have, and if we can make something for the arrival. So the flight plan is taking us to the BUF, Bravo Uniform Foxtrot, or Buffalo V1 there, which is almost on the airport, but not quite. And actually, we're not gonna fly that. So what I'm gonna do, cunning little plan, is to maybe make a point 15 miles before. So take Buffalo slash minus 15 and put it on top of itself. So now we made up this point, and then for Trava here, I'll make a point sitting around about there. So maybe Trava, same thing, slash, no, not same thing. This time we're gonna enter like a bearing, so like a heading from the waypoint and also a distance. So we'll enter Trava, maybe 095 bearing, and then slash 4 miles, I guess, and pull it in the discontinuity there where the boxes are. Really fill the discontinuity here, and put this waypoint over Buffalo like this. So now if we review what we've kind of drawn into the display, oops, try again. From about 15 miles before Buffalo, then we turn right and we go towards some sort of base waypoint for the ILS, as if it was like radar vectors, and then to a Trava. So, oh, that's the codes there. So 200 short body, 300 long body, 200, 300, 200 ER first generation multi-engine options, 200 LR, 300 ER Fox, and the 777 Foxtrot second generation, only G90 engine, something like that. That sounds correct to me. The last 3 digits, 367 and 346, are company codes assigned by Boeing to the person who orders the plane. Yeah, that's what I thought it was, some sort of like manufacturer code. Yeah. Cool. So that's the FMC. Just to double check the chart. PDF. So yeah, from Trava there at 4,000 feet, we go down the ILS. Minima are 930. So we can set 930. Minutes flying time already. It's 45 minutes. It's gonna happen very quickly. 930 for the minima. That the QNH was 3016. Oop. We can preset 3016 in the lower corner there on the right side of the primary flight display. And in the FMC we got Trava. Yeah, Clump. Clump is, yeah, that's the NDB, the Bravo Uniform NDB. And then to the runway. And in case of a missed approach, 267 to DAFC 3,000 feet. So I got 267 to DAFC 3,000 feet. Oh yeah, the FMC is correct. That's good. Okay. And then, yeah, we'll just make our way to the terminal somewhere. Oh, I didn't know that, Rotterdam, that they were like building the foldable wingtip in Austria. Oh wow, that's good. That's really good. I think they actually have a lot of parts which are built a little bit all over the world. They tend to do that. I'm not really sure what the reasoning behind it is, but they seem to be doing that a lot. We're gonna get there with 9 tons of fuel. That will add up to the 236, so that's gonna be 236 plus 9, 245. Yeah, 245.5 we'll call it. Little disconnection there to VATSIM, but it's reconnected automatically. That is beautiful. Beep. That's it, and we'll go auto brakes 3. Right, so descent checklist.
Stand by.
Ah, didn't do the brief.
Descent checklist. Recall. Checked. Notes.
Checked.
Auto brake level 3. Landing data.
Set and checked.
VREF 148. Minimums 960 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist complete.
Yeah, it's a short flight today. I was also a little bit tight on time. I mean, I'm not going to be able to hang around for too long, because then I've got to go. But yeah, you know, it's a bit also of a catch-22 situation, because I've noticed that if it's a longer flight, if there's, let's say, like 1 hour on the cruise or something like that, a lot of people like can kind of leave the stream, you know. So from like the normal kind of amount of viewers, whatever, then I'm finding myself with like half of the viewers, and then half of the viewers sometimes come back at the end of the flight or whatever. So if I do like a long flight, I'm gonna almost like talk to myself for like, you know, the whole cruise. So So yeah, it's a bit of a catch-22 situation. If you see what I mean. And initially, I don't know, we'll go down 10,000 feet, we'll see. And as Rotterdigger is saying, it's of course demonstrating the versatility of the aircraft. Why did I say versatility? I'm tired, man. But yeah, no. Today it's more because I need to get going later on in the afternoon, so that's why I was not planning on a longer flight anyway. It's been a bit of I kind of worked out more or less what I want to do for you know, all the flights every week here in the US. But it's been a little bit of a head scratcher to get to at least like one place throughout the entire tour. So I think I've managed to kind of work something out, but it was not easy because there are times when the games like didn't give me the opportunity to go and fly somewhere, or otherwise it was repeating too many places and stuff. I didn't want to fly to the same places every time, so I kind of managed to kind of explore all the places in the tour there. So there'll be a few repeats, there'll be a few airports I go to maybe a couple of times like throughout the tour, but otherwise I think I managed to spread it out relatively well. Hey, 5-layer, how are you doing? Is there any airport for liners landing training except Chateau in Europe or US? Oh, you mean for like to do circuits, yeah? Yeah, I think Châteauroux was or is like a popular one. Where else do they do circuits? I think in East Midlands right now was or is still doing circuits in East Midlands. Vatry also near Paris for training. Where else would they do? They kind of need to find a place that is not very busy, because to do circuits you need a little bit of space and time available, you know. So if there's like regular arriving traffic, then it kind of prevents them from doing the circuits. So either Vatry or Châteauroux for the training, depending on the weather, of course. Yeah. Yeah, Vatry is a long runway, isn't it? And we'll go the QNH now. Approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Altimeters.
3016 set. Doesn't like this. 3016 set. Set and checked.
Set. Approach checklist complete.
Yeah, it's not picking up the 3016 set. The set it doesn't pick up. Just let me good afternoon, good morning. Welcome back. Rotterdigger, the busy at work question was for me. If it was for me, yes, all the time. all the time. So on my schedule that I won't be able to do cross the land on the 2nd of October. I'll be doing across the whatever continent it is that day, so. So yeah, no cross the pond this year, so there won't be like Sorbomitis flight this time for across the land eastbound. I think it is this time. I think this time is going from Europe to the Middle East, so yeah, not for me this year. Carbon Bell, bonjour, ça va? From Halifax. Early morning. How's the weather now for you? It's starting to change a little bit. We had this very philosophical discussion earlier on about like autumn. Is it autumn yet? Apparently meteorologically it is. But not with the equinox. If that's the word in English, I don't know. Right, so we're descending to 10,000 feet towards the Buffalo VWAR. Buffalo, which is not, as I said, very far from the Niagara Falls. And then, how do you call that? Canada after that. Ah, plus 20, no bad. Yeah, no bad for this time of year. Well, yeah, September in North America is usually quite nice. I saw at the weekend for the football games in a lot of places the weather looked nice. So it's like a bit like a late summer kind of. Maybe not as hot as the summer, but still quite pleasant. Here we are, 15 degrees, yeah, but at least it's nice. It's kind of high pressure, it's stable, it's nice. Any terrain around? Yeah, no, 4,000 feet is safe, really, around Buffalo. So we'll set maybe 8,000 or 7,000 initially. And within 25 miles... Yeah, it's 4,000 feet, so I'll set Buffalo VOR, I think. 25 miles. And within the 25 miles it's 4,000 feet, yeah. I can put 4,000 already, actually. So yeah, we're just gonna follow the LNAV as I kind of drew it, you know, with... The flight plan is taking us to the Bravo Uniform Foxtrot VOR here, but we kind of simulate some vectors, so we'll turn right and then pick up a short base leg to intercept the ILS. Ten minutes to landing, 10 minutes. Fantastic. Oh yeah, 1031 is on the high side, yeah. Yeah. It's nice. Normally those high pressure, the high atmospheric pressure gives you like a stable weather. It might be a little bit cloudy, but normally it's kind of dry and stable conditions. And as you get towards the autumn and the winter, it can be also synonymous. That's the word. With like foggy conditions or misty conditions in the morning and stuff, but it's stable weather, yeah. We'll do a bit of meteorology theory there. Your stream is study level, you know. Yeah. Good thing maybe here. I'll reduce the speed actually. I'll reduce the speed here. And I'll reduce the speed here. But for this one I'm gonna have to put an altitude, so I'll put 4000 and above as well. Obviously the VNAV path is gonna change. Yeah. 10,000.
10,000 feet.
It's not looking too bad. There was quite a decent amount of weather on Volanta there. It's just about to move in. So chuffed about the screenshots today. Finally. He's gonna say, "Ah, man, he's getting on about his screenshots." I don't know, maybe we'll see the Niagara Falls from here. Actually, a while ago I kind of played around in MSFS at the Niagara Falls with the Cessna. The Cessna was becoming like basically like a boat. It was floating on the water. The falls in MSFS actually don't look very nice. I think they look even nicer maybe in P3D, believe it or not, than in MSFS. MSFS I thought it was not nicely done. Blind eyes, no, I don't. But I'm not like an authority, you know, in the settings. The settings, there's so much you can play with. But if I think about it, I'll post them on the Discord server, you know, just as a reference. But there's nothing fancy. I don't think I've got any particular like tweaks on the configuration file, and the settings are fairly normal, you know. There's nothing really fancy. I think by now there's a lot that's been published, you know, about the various settings, so I'm not doing anything original. Right, so we'll go fly level change now. A little bit cloudy around here, not too bad. Here's the airport, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I'm not doing a visual approach, I'm just following. Flaps 1.
Speed check, flaps 1.
Those clouds are quite bumpy. You can see the speed kind of goes
1,000
up and
feet to
down,
level
up
off.
and down. Flaps 5.
Speed check, flaps 5.
Oh, it's starting to turn already. Oh, it's quite anticipating the turn there. Yeah, it's weird. The fly level change is still descending instead of almost leveling off. Right, so we are on the intercept now. So alarm the approach. Wow, it's very bumpy. Dunk. Yeah, we're experiencing turbulence. Some bumps. Yeah, that's the airport over there. Cool. A last little screenshot for the road. I'll post later on. If I've got the time to, I don't know. Right. Flaps 15.
Speed check, flaps 15.
Yeah, it's very bumpy. The speed is all over the place. It's rare. Really rare here. Check this out. So glide slope captured. And the missed approach is 3000. Yeah. So we'll set 3000 in the altitude window here. Let's see if I've got time for a last screenshot. Come on, come on, come on. I'm getting distracted here. Save. Nope. B7843.
2500.
Alright. Maybe it's time to fly the aircraft. Gear down. Flaps 20.
Speed check, flaps 20.
Oof. It's changing. Oula.
Check.
Flaps 30.
Speed check, flaps 30.
I'll add an extra knot on the speed there, even maybe 2. See if it stabilizes. Yeah, now I'm addicted to those screenshots now. Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Landing checklist complete.
Checklist complete. Yeah, I've got a screenshot. Happy days. Posted. Yeah, I cracked it now. It's good. It's stabilizing a little bit now. Because it was quite bumpy up there. Woof. Flight director. Here's Buffalo.
1,000 feet. Approach stable.
Good. A bit of a wind from the side, about 40 degrees off at the moment. That's runway 23. Buffalo Airport,
2, 3.
where there was that Colgan accident a few years back. Apparently they were a little bit tired and stuff. Very sad.
Bravo, Captain. Hein?
And Rav, thank you very much for the follow.
Good
500.
Shut your face, Henri. Smooth, Captain. Very smooth.
Approaching minimums.
Checkity check.
Minimums.
Continue. For landing. Everybody ready for landing. Ding, 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 ding,
50.
ding.
30. 10.
Ooh. Just for the variety.
Speed brakes up. Reversers normal.
It's weird because I
200
he's looking for excuses again.
remaining.
I edited the sensitivity of the controls in
60 knots.
Remaining.
MSFS. I've got a feeling it has an effect here for some reason. Oh really? Volanta says oh, that's weird. Because on mine I can definitely see them, I'll show you. Unless there's a sharing issue maybe. I'll have to check the settings. Right, we roll all the way to the end. Actually, I should have put like a smaller auto brake. Right, so let's vacate here at the end. Welcome to Buffalo. It's a bit of a smaller airport for 777, but I mean the runway is long enough as you can see. Hey Strato, how are you doing? Welcome back. Welcome to Buffalo, virtual Buffalo. At 10 past 8 in the morning. Right, so let's clean up. Gonna do it for us, and we're going to stand 1. It's all very small gates actually. Oop. And so this. American Airlines or US Airways? Oh, whatever. Fantastic. Yeah, I think I've got Ralba as a friend on this. Let me see. Yeah, no, for like it says, I'll show you because I mean I don't have anything to hide, but it says like privacy, public for like current activities, including your active flight and status. So on the current flight, they should show you all the stuff, I guess. Where am I going now? Would be a good thing to know, huh? Wouldn't it? Oh, I'm gonna have to. Oh yeah, I see. The gate is actually here, but theoretically I cannot cut across because there's no taxiway line. So I'm gonna have to enter the apron and then come round. Yeah, that's it. 777 Bob. It should be. If we look at the map, there's the screenshot on final approach, and there was a screenshot in the climb, and there's a screenshot on the ground there. But yeah, no, it's there. Addicted to screenshots. Hashtag addicted to screenshots now. Oh, it doesn't show for you either. X3. Let me see. I do down here. Does it show now? Or maybe give it like a few minutes. I changed all the privacy settings, now it's all on public. Maybe that will help. Turn. Citibank. Well, no advertising, folks. Does GSX get money for that? To advertise Citibank. Yeah, you're right, Zapsitia. Good morning to you. Welcome back. I might need to restart it, maybe, yeah. Sliman, good evening. How are you doing? Yeah, it's a healthy amount of screenshots indeed, 5 GB. Lights and doors. And that should be us. I think we get very close to the building here. Like, how close can we get? Right, so we will have taken the Washington football team to the Buffalo Bills for the game coming up this weekend. As I said, it's a little bit earlier in the week, but that's really one of the rare opportunities I will have, so. Alright, so 40 meters to go. Ah no, don't stop, don't stop. Going 777, that's us. Don't worry, we're not gonna get into the building. Stop! Here we are. I'll show you we are not in the building. So parking brake set, APU is running. You can shut down the engines. See? We are not in the building. Still a little gap. Right, flight actor comes off. We can blank the minima here. Reset this one. We'll disarm the doors whenever we can. Disarm all. And for some reason it always leaves the weather radar here, so you need to switch it off. Then it's gonna ask for the shutdown checklist. Complete now. Yes, we'll complete. You're the first person to arrive there today. It says. Beautiful. Review the flight. It's all in there with the screenshots. Note statistics. 45 minutes. Told you, 45 minutes. Beautiful. That's flight planning, huh? That's amazing. 7.5 tons of fuel. And it was planned for 6.4 plus 8, 7.2. Yeah, more or less. It's not too far off. That's it. This one is in the books. And friends. Add and add. Excellent. Does it show now? Shutdown checklist. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Parking brake.
Set.
Shutdown checklist complete.
That's it. Cool. And let me do the disembarking if it works. L2, yeah. And we'll open L2. Doors. I thought it was disarmed. Doors. Disarm, okay. And open. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Buffalo. Cool. So let me see, because I don't want to get the things too private either. Privacy, or too public. View your profile information, including past flight statistics. Oh, mind you, no, it's okay. I mean, this is more like, it's not really for me, it's for like everybody out there, so it's actually okay. Cool. Here we are. We made it. Oh, thank you, Starway, for the links there. Let me have a look. With the aircraft on the tail. Oh yeah. God. Let's see if I can I know I'm not gonna be able to put it on, but anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, it's Buffalo, not far from Niagara Falls once again. So yeah, folks. Like always, I'll hang around for a few minutes, and then I'll need to dash off. I need to get cracking today, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the flight. Sorry about the little difficulties at the beginning. It seems that nobody actually complained. Cool. Tomorrow I was thinking actually we're gonna do the continuation of the Panda tour. So we're gonna go from Thule to Svalbard. So that's the plan for tomorrow. In the northern mists. You have a good one as well, Strato. Grazie. We'll see you soon. Yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be able to make it in the usual. Maybe I'll come on a little bit later, maybe around 1100 Z for this flight. There was a scenery for Svalbard, so it's looking good. Looking good. Yeah, it's gonna be cold. Hopefully the weather is not too wild, but it'll be nice to get a bit of snow. The only thing I'm concerned about is the wind in the simulator, because if it gets really windy and stuff, it's gonna be all over the place. But if we could have some snow or something, it would be nice. But we'll see. We'll have a surprise. I can't get out of it now. I've said tomorrow is Svalbard, so I'll have to do it. Cool. But yeah, that's gonna be me for today. Thank you again for joining me. Thanks for all the support, like always. Hope you enjoyed the flight, and we'll see you again tomorrow, hopefully, fingers crossed, for the Panda tour on the FedEx once again. The FedEx livery with the panda. That's why I'm saying Panda tour, and going to Svalbard. Until then, take care, enjoy the rest of today, enjoy your flight simulation, and we'll see you tomorrow, fingers crossed. Have a good one.